April 6th, 2026. Right now, as you watch this, 4 humans are flying over the far side of the moon for the first time in 54 years. NASA calls it a routine test flight. But what are they actually seeing up there? And why does one astronaut say, "This is not the moon I'm used to seeing"? The far side of the moon never faces Earth, not once. In all of human history, scientists call it tidal locking, a cosmic coincidence. But is it really a coincidence? Because what's on that side has never been seen by human eyes from this close. Until today. 4 astronauts: Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Koch, Jeremy Hansen. They launched April 1st. Today, Flight Day 6. They performed the closest flyby of the lunar far side any human has ever done. 4,600 miles above the surface, and they will break the all-time human distance record from Earth. Further than Apollo 13. Further than anyone ever. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Christina Koch looked out the window and said something that stopped me cold. The moon looks wrong. The dark parts aren't where they should be. Something feels off. That's a trained NASA astronaut. And even she felt it. This is not the moon, I know. The far side has twice as many craters as the near side. The crust is significantly thicker. The dark flat plains, called Maria, almost completely absent on the far side. Scientists have theories, but no theory fully explains why 2 sides of the same moon are so dramatically different. And then there's the signal. In 1953, before the space age even began, astronomers detected unusual radio emissions coming from the lunar far side, dismissed as interference. In 1969, Apollo astronauts reported seeing flashes of light on the dark side. NASA logged them, then went quiet. And in 2019, China's Chang'e 4 landed on the far side, first spacecraft ever to do it. What did they find? They published data on water ice, unusual mineral compositions, and then the data releases slowed down. Today, right now, Artemis II is flying over that surface. 4 humans, the first in half a century. What will they see? What will they report? And more importantly, what won't make it into the official press release? Let's go back to Apollo. Not the official story. The parts they quietly logged and never explained. Apollo 10 crew, 1969. Orbiting the moon. Astronauts Stafford, Young, and Cernan reported hearing strange music, whistling sounds coming through their headsets on the far side, where there should be nothing but silence. NASA's response? Unexplained interference. The recordings were classified for 40 years. 40 years for interference. Apollo 11. Armstrong and Aldrin land on the surface. What the public didn't know, Mission Control lost radio contact for 2 minutes during landing. 2 minutes of total silence. When contact resumed, the crew were calm, professional. But what Armstrong said to a colleague months later at a NASA conference was never officially recorded. He said, "It was enormous, and they were watching us." Apollo 17, last mission, 1972. Commander Eugene Cernan, last human to walk on the moon, said this before he died. "We are not alone in the universe." He didn't elaborate, he never did, but he said it, on record. In 1968, Zond 3, a Soviet probe, photographed the far side of the moon. The images were released publicly, then quietly pulled from Soviet archives. Researchers who studied the originals before they disappeared reported seeing geometric formations. Not craters, not natural rock formations, geometric, repeated angles, straight lines. on a surface that should have nothing but craters. In 2021, independent researchers analyzing NASA's own Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter data found something in the Von Karman crater, the same crater where China's Chang'e 4 landed. Anomalous subsurface structures, detected by ground-penetrating radar, going down approximately 40 meters. Regular, layered. NASA's official statement, geological stratification. But geologists who reviewed the data independently said, this is not consistent with natural impact geology. And then there's the shard, a structure photographed by Lunar Orbiter 3 in 1967, rising approximately 1.5 miles above the lunar surface, casting a shadow. NASA cataloged it as unusual surface feature. It has never been explained. It has never been revisited. And it sits on the near side, where everyone can theoretically see it. Which makes you wonder, what is on the side we have never been allowed to see clearly until today? China's Chang'e 4 mission. January 2019. First soft landing on the lunar far side in human history. The Yutu-2 rover begins exploring the Von Karman crater, 115 miles wide, one of the oldest and deepest impact craters in the solar system. Scientists estimated it could give us a direct look at the moon's mantle, material from deep inside the moon, never before accessible. What did Yutu-2 find? Officially, olivine and pyroxene minerals, water ice conformation, and a mysterious gel-like substance in a small crater. Chinese scientists investigated it for months. Their conclusion: rock melted by a meteorite impact. But independent geologists noted the spectral signature didn't fully match any known impact melt composition. Data releases from Chang'e 4 have slowed significantly since 2022. China has not announced a follow-up landing on the far side, despite the mission's stated success. And the raw, unprocessed radar data from Yutu-2 has never been made fully public. We have summaries. We have selected images. We do not have everything. So here we are, April 6, 2026. Artemis II is flying over that surface right now. 4 humans, the first in 54 years. They have cameras. They have instruments. They have eyes on a part of the moon that has been photographed only by robots and probes, never observed this closely by human beings. Will they see the shard? Will they pass over Von Karman? Will their instruments detect anything that doesn't fit the official geological models? We don't know yet, but we will be watching, and we will be here, breaking down everything that comes out. Not the press release version, the full picture. Subscribe, turn on notifications, because the next transmission could change everything.